Hi and welcome back to My Mature Student Life, and thank you very much for coming back. So today's video is a really interesting one and a journey that I want to be able to share with you this year. It's a topic that I think is really important for women, and the topic is being pregnant and being at uni, and is it possible and why should we do it? So I think it's important to talk about this because as women, is it possible to really take 3 to 4 years out of your life, or it might just happen, in 3 to 4 years, it's a long time. And if you get pregnant during that time, is it possible to pursue your studies and just keep going with that? And it, like I said, it might just happen for some people. So I wanted to be able to share that journey because I obviously do believe it's possible because I'm doing it and I've planned it, and I've planned it really, really carefully. So I am going into year 2. I am 12 weeks pregnant. And like I said, I've planned this pregnancy quite carefully to make sure it works around my studies. I chose to get pregnant in year 2 because for me, I've already got 3 children. And if you've seen Students in Crisis, you'll realise why we're having another baby now, because it's kind of changed our lives a little bit. What we've been through as a family this year, and we decided to go for it. I have to say, I did start this degree thinking I would never have any more children. But like I said, things have changed for us. So I thought that at the end of my degree, I wanted to be able to get straight back into the world of work. I don't want any more delays. I want to be able to apply for graduate positions in year 3 and secure a graduate position by the end. I didn't want to go back into the world of work and then get pregnant, or get pregnant in year 3 and give birth at the end of year 3 and have to take a real big gap again, because I just thought I wouldn't be fresh. I wouldn't just be a graduate. I'll have done it all again, and I'll be jaded, and I won't want to do it, because I'll want to just be at home and look after the babies, and it just won't be fresh in my mind what I've been through, and that excitement, and that, I suppose it's just that adrenaline, isn't it, that keeps you going. So I decided that it was probably the best thing for us, or we decided, because we talked about it quite a lot, that if I was to give birth at the end of year 2. And if we planned it carefully, which we have, so I'm due to give birth at the end of, in the middle of April. So, which means that I can get all my assignments in a reasonable amount of time, not massively early, just a few weeks earlier than everybody else. Obviously give birth, and then come back at the end of September. So I'll have that, that full time off with the baby, and then go back into my studies, and then still be fresh at the end of year 3 to be, to obviously, hopefully to have secured a graduate position by the end of that time as well. So that's my rationale behind it. Obviously, if you've been pregnant before, you know the realities of that. I underestimated or forgot about morning sickness. Maybe I just blanked it out. But I'm so glad that I am just going back to uni and I'm 12 weeks pregnant. Because I could not have faced it before then, because you just underestimate it. And I think you do forget, or you don't realise how debilitating morning sickness can be. That's one of the big things for me. I don't particularly suffer with pregnancy and birth and all the rest of it, but morning sickness for me is a bit of a killer, and I'm just exhausted with it as well. So that's one of the realities. Another reality, I suppose, of going back to uni is just, a really silly thing. I'm just thinking about my bump and just sitting down all day, and just the physicality of that and how I'm going to get behind a desk. Just stupid things. But I'm straight back into my study. It's not affected me in any way, really, other than that. Another practical thing that it has affected is in our degree, and I'm sure in your degree, you'll do a lot of group work, a lot of presentations. I've asked this year that any presentation that's due near my due date or near the end of the year, I do by myself, because I didn't want to hinder anybody's progress, and if things went wrong, I wouldn't want to put that on anybody. I don't think that's fair. So, which is fine by me, because I don't particularly enjoy doing group work anyway. But I did make that decision for other people's benefit as well, because I didn't want to put them in that position. And also, it's just awkward, isn't it? Being the pregnant one in the class. I've only got a tiny group, so everybody's really great. And another, if you're thinking about going to uni, thinking about, do I get pregnant in the middle, do consider the practicalities of your university. I I'm so glad that I picked a local university that understands their community. My degree is a full-time degree, but I'm there 2 days a week. If I was to have gone with my first choice of a Russell group, I'd have been there 5 days a week, and I wouldn't have been able to have a baby in the middle of that. No way, just couldn't have done it. And I couldn't have asked my family, because they're getting older, to look after any more children. They'll do, school runs and stuff now, but they won't look after a baby anymore, and it's not fair to ask them to do that again. So do really think about, if you're thinking about getting pregnant, plan it really carefully if you can. But if it happens, it happens. That's what extension's there for. That's what your tutors are there for, because life is going to happen. During this time, you can't delay things. Like I said, 3 to 4 years is a hell of a long time to take out of your life. And you're doing it for all the right reasons, which is fantastic. But if it happens, make it work for you, and don't let it put you off being at uni. Don't give up because you've invested so much of your life into this time. Please, 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 I would hate to see somebody give up because they've got pregnant and they feel like they can't do both. I think it is possible. So I really hope you enjoyed that, and stay with me. And like I said, I'll be videoing my progress through the year. I don't even know whether it's possible to show you my bump, but we'll try, shall we? So I'm just going to move the screen around a little bit. So I thought it might just be nice for you to see the little journey, and we can share that together. All right, see you next time. Bye.